Earlier this year, the fashion industry went crazy as some of the most respected and renowned influencers in the industry suddenly saw their credibilities vanish. For instance, Khloe Kardashian, who made her fame in the Keeping Up with the Kardashians TV series, had just accepted an offer from Shein to participate in one of their new reality TV shows. The plot of the show was to have up-and-coming designers create new collections and have celebrities judge them on their masterpieces. The only problem was that Shein is famously known for its long list of unethical business practices, which includes blatantly stealing designs from its competitors. Lots of people went to social media to protest against Khloe Kardashian taking up Shein's offer, and her credibility instantly came into question as a result of her association with some of the most unethical fashion brands in the world. Now, turns out Khloe is not the only celebrity and social media influencer to put her credibility on the line for associating with Shein. And there are scores of other celebrities, pop stars, and even small influencers who have associated with them only to make a quick buck. And if you are curious to know who are the celebrities and social media influencers I am talking about and how they allow Shein to perpetuate their horrendous business model, stay tuned, because that's exactly what we will be talking about in this video. For reference, in the last video, we talked about how Shein employs questionable business procedures in order to keep their prices low while still making tons of profits. Doing things such as subcontracting their production lines to workshops that will exploit their workers, selling items with potential racial and religious prejudice messages, and even going as far as copying designs from more established brands. But besides all of that, there is one more key reason why Shein was able to grow exponentially over the years despite its wrongdoings. And that is, they employ some of the most brilliant yet questionable online marketing methods in the world today. But before we get into the nuts and bolts of how their marketing practices work, you must first understand how it was developed and what makes it so impactful. For instance, Shein's founder, Chris Xu, used to work as a search engine optimization specialist back in the day. That is, he was the go-to person companies would hire when they wanted to appear on the top of the Google search results. And so, using all of the knowledge and skills he had about manipulating the results of the search engines, he devised a strategy to rank most of his products on the top of Google's rankings, all the while burying bad and negative reviews from unsatisfied customers. This way, the average consumer would not find about the company's bad track record or its wrongdoings if they searched it on Google, thus cleverly manipulating the brand perception in the eyes of potential customers. And let's not forget that besides burying negative reviews, staying on the top of the Google searches allowed the company to drive droves of customers to its website practically for free, thus allowing it to grow at an impressive rate. Besides using search engine manipulation, and here's where things start to get even shadier for this seemingly unsuspecting company, Shein also used affiliate marketing to grow its operations. In case you don't know, affiliate marketing is when a content creator or influencer that has no prior relationship with a brand promotes its products and receives a commission every time someone buys from them. Affiliate marketing by itself is a legit marketing strategy, and there is nothing wrong with it. In fact, most of the big and established online companies we know of today used affiliate marketing at some point in their growth. Companies such as Amazon, Uber, and Airbnb, just to name a few. However, Shein's affiliate marketing strategy was strategically used to bury and hide negative comments about the company, with lots of affiliate marketers purposefully creating positive reviews about the company as if they were real customers only to make a commission. And since all of the bad reviews were buried on the search rankings, first-time customers were very unlikely to find anything negative about it, thus being misled to buy from what they believed was a reputable company. As you can probably tell already, this led to tens of thousands of people who would have probably never bought anything in the first place to buy Shein's products. Over time, Shein's affiliate marketing strategy grew from being used mostly on Google to being used on all other social media platforms such as Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok, thus expanding the reach of the company at practically no cost at all. Unfortunately, you would be wrong to think that only small content creators and faceless affiliate marketers are promoting Shein's products, since using big influencers and celebrities is now also a big part of Shein's brand marketing strategy, and most of them do so, despite Shein's long list of missteps and wrongdoings. The most notable celebrity is Katy Perry, the brilliant American pop star who has landed dozens of singles on the Billboard's Hot 100 and has more than 145 million followers on social media. For instance, the pop star frequently attends Shein's events and press releases, and, of course, she is very frequently seen wearing dresses from Shein's collections. Curiously enough, on one of Shein's recent events, Katy Perry very proudly talked about her work with UNICEF. And in case you don't know, UNICEF's primary objective is to provide humanitarian and developmental aid to children in the poorest parts of the world. And if you consider Shein has been accused of supporting child labor several times already, you will quickly realize that there is something very fishy about this whole thing. Well, we can only hope that Katy Perry is ignorant about the whole situation, or else she would be going completely against what she supposedly believes in. Another celebrity used by Shein on its marketing efforts is Hailey Bieber, the supermodel who has more than 40 million followers on social media. Hailey promoted Shein's collections more than a few times already, and also attended the Shein Together event, an event put together by the company to celebrate its supposed philanthropic causes. Well, Hailey Bieber has already been vocal about her generous donations to worthy causes, but if she is really all about giving back to the world, it seems kind of fishy that she is partnering with a brand like Shein. Even Addison Rae, a young social media influencer with more than 80 million followers, has appeared using Shein's dresses and making paid product placements on her content. For instance, Addison Rae's reach and influence within the Gen Z audience, which happens to be Shein's primary target market, is unparalleled. After all, she has 80 million followers on TikTok, more than 40 million followers on Instagram, and billions of views on her content. So as you can see, she is greatly responsible for the success Shein has seen in recent years. To give her credit where credit is due, she's recently donated more than $1 million to the No Kid Hungry Foundation. But we can only question if her partnership with Shein has done more damage to the world than what her charity donations could ever make for. As you can see, Shein uses massive celebrities and influencers in its marketing promotions, and so they can easily spread their message to millions upon millions of people. The only problem is that it still remains unclear if these celebrities don't know about Shein's questionable business practices or if they are purposefully turning a blind eye to the matter only to get their kickback for selling Shein's products. But if anything, I am sure they should know better before promoting any brand to their audiences. And let's not forget that there are also a lot of YouTube influencers promoting Shein's products as well. And since YouTube has unparalleled reach, these influencers are without a shadow of a doubt also part of the problem. For instance, the most viewed YouTube video promoting Shein's products was made by an influencer called Life's a Peach, an up-and-coming YouTube influencer that focuses on spreading fashion tips for the mid-size and plus-size audiences. During the video, she tries several swimsuits from Shein's website, and in all fairness, her review of the brand is closer to a real customer review than a brand endorsement advertisement. However, it still remains unclear if she knows anything about their questionable business practices and what they stand for. And since it is the most watched video about Shein, it is safe to assume that it is also the one that brought the most sales to the store. Another content creator pushing Shein's products down people's throats is Leslie Ines. As is usual with videos where people promote fashion brands, she tries on lots of different items from Shein's while saying they fit her perfectly. As of right now, the video has close to 3 million views, and judging by the comments section, she has probably generated thousands of sales for Shein. So as you can see, influencers that seem to not give a damn about the brand they are promoting are a great part of the reason why Shein can continue operating the way they do. And it is not only influencers and content creators on YouTube that are promoting Shein, but also creators from TikTok. And if we consider that TikTok videos are extremely viral, sometimes easily reaching tens of millions of people in a matter of weeks, you will be able to realize why these influencers are doing more harm than good. For instance, some of the biggest and most followed influencers on TikTok are constantly seen using Shein's products. The most notable one being, once again, Addison Rae. Addison Rae is a phenom on TikTok, and the videos where she sports Shein's outfits easily rack up millions of views and hundreds of thousands of likes. Needless to say, it is also safe to assume that she already has generated Shein hundreds of thousands of sales and drove hordes of customers to their website, thus helping them keep operating without regard to their business practices. As I said earlier, it still remains unclear whether these influencers don't really care about Shein's business practice and only want to make money for promoting the brand, or if they just don't know better. But I think their credibility should be questioned regardless. After all, since they can impact millions of people, they should do their due diligence and discover what the brands they are promoting stand for. Alright, and that was the Shein Exposed video series. In the first video, we've talked about how Shein's business practices are nothing short of unethical. And it is not even an exaggeration to call it the worst fashion brand in the world. If you haven't watched the first video of the Shein Exposed series, I suggest you go check that out, because it will completely blow your mind. And on this video, you just saw how their questionable marketing methods allow them to keep on operating the business the way they do. Now, I want to hear from you. Do you think these influencers promoting Shein's products should be held accountable for promoting such an unethical and questionable company? Let me know in the comment section down below. And that's all for today's video. Thanks for watching, and until next time.